gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. I'm joined today by someone, if you do comedy in Montreal, you might have seen her. In case, like, who posts so many pictures of the comedians on stage in Montreal? She is the most helpful comedian I have met in this scene, to a point where I doubt the kindness. Like, that's too much.
Oh, I see.
That's so much kindness.
Thank
but
you.
everybody says she's an angel, and I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, Joanna Silveraja, everybody. Let him hear it.
Hello. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
I misgender you. Let him hear it. Let her hear it.
Let him hear it.
We don't get a lot of female guests.
I'm one of the bros.
Joanna said I should try Dr. Pepper.
First time,
guys. So this is the first time sipping.
Cheers.
L'chaim. All right, Dr. Pepper. Let's go.
I told you it was hit or miss. But it's 23 flavors. Which of the 23 do you not like?
I feel there's cherry. There's a cherry taste.
Do you hate that? I should have asked you that first, actually.
What's it called? Machismo cherry? What's that?
Maraschino cherries?
Say that again.
Machismo cherries.
Machismo?
Maraschino
women belong in the kitchen.
That's right. Maraschino cherries.
Maraschino, that's the name?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like maraschino cherries.
I should have asked you that
taste.
first. Oh, well. You want some water?
It's like Coke, and you dropped some maraschino cherries inside.
You beautiful fool. This is the best drink in the world.
This is your favorite?
This is my favorite soda.
This is better than like an ice cold Coke?
Yes.
Seriously.
Maybe a cherry Coke. What's your like a cheap trio? If I'm getting you a soda, a bag of chips, and like a chocolate bar or a candy.
Whoa. Well, I do this every night. I'll be able to answer this. That's the benefit of accepting being fat. You would have
a Coke Zero or a ginger ale.
Drink, I wouldn't care because I don't. Unless I'm having a burger, I don't usually drink soft drinks. For me, a burger and soft drinks, they go hand in hand.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that. I love cheeseburger.
Any other meal, I don't feel the need to have a soft drink.
But you don't have like the Amer Trio? That's so lame.
So no, but there would be no liquids. I'm not wasting valuable
calories on liquids.
Stomach.
What if there's
volume.
0 sugar?
That's not the sugar, lady. I'm not wasting volumetric space in my stomach on liquids. If I want to eat things
volumetric space. Where did you read that? That's science.
It's space, volumetric space. It would be
joke.
My favorite chocolate bars: Mars.
Yeah.
Twix.
Yeah.
Maltesers.
Ugh.
Oh, get out of here!
You're 40, right? That's why.
They're delicious. You're talking as if I said black licorice.
No. Even
Maltesers. It melts in your mouth. It has a little bit crunchy.
Got it.
But for sure, Mars, number one, followed by Twix. Now, in terms of chips, corn poppers. Have you ever had that?
No.
Ooh.
Corn pop. Like Bugles?
No.
That's my favorite chip.
It's like a triangle. It looks like a tortilla. Or no, it's not. No.
Oh, yeah. Of course I have it. The popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I know.
Baked Lays.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Sun chips.
Original baked Lays.
Of course. Always original. Sun chips.
Chips.
You can't go wrong.
Original Sun chips? They don't sell those anymore.
The cheese ones.
Yeah, they don't sell any original Sun chips anymore.
What do you mean?
The original...
Breaking news.
The original Sun chips, I think it's a yellow bag. Because first they had original, then they had cheese.
Then they have sour onion.
Sour cream, and then they had salsa. And those were terrible.
I never had the salsa.
But now you can't find straight up original Sun chips. If you do, send them to me.
The unflavored...
The unflavored, just a straight up Sun chip. I haven't seen those in many.
The cheese one is the best. The cheese one is right up there.
Because you haven't had the original one in a long time.
No, I've had the original, but I think the cheese one is way better.
When is the last time you've had it?
Years.
This is marketing. This is guerrilla marketing. They take it out of circulation, then they give you all the new shit, and like everybody wants this, as is demonstrated. I was like, but you only want it because you don't have the option to get the
Absolutely
first one.
not. I tried it and I liked it.
And you were like, this is the way.
Listen, I'm an old man. Once we like something, we stick to it forever. You're not like this? Let's say you go to a restaurant. You like a restaurant.
Yeah.
When I go to a restaurant, let's say I find something I like in that restaurant.
You'll always get it.
That's the only thing I'm ordering from the restaurant forever.
No, I don't do that.
You try other things?
Yeah. I'm still 33. The world is my oyster.
Yeah,
I just want to try.
Don't listen. For me, restaurateurs.
Yeah.
They're like singers. Everybody has a top 5. The Beatles, they wrote, nobody has as much as the Beatles, but Coldplay has Fix You.
Yeah.
They wrote a couple, but they have Fix You. Every restaurant has a Fix You.
Yeah.
Okay? And so, like, why would you try? if you want to, let's say, for example, I like Persian food, right?
Yeah.
There's a restaurant that makes fantastic kubide, which is mincemeat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to order the kubide. I'm not going to try their chicken. If I want to try chicken, I'll go to a Portuguese place and have the chicken.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about the fix you line. You've said so many things that I... Do you remember once you said
I'm
to
a
me...
poet.
You
I'm
are
a poet.
effortlessly eloquent. I thought about today... Remember once... No, you don't remember, but I remember. Once you were
You
talking
tell
about...
anybody, I'll kill you.
You were talking about how fast I talk in general, but especially on stage.
Yes.
And then you said, I know it can feel like a monologue when you're doing comedy, but it's actually a conversation. And your part is a joke and their part is a laughter.
Yeah.
And you said, as you listen in a conversation, you have to listen to them speak. So you're
Yeah.
like, just give it a second after your jokes. I think about that a lot. And I was like...
I didn't invent this. I heard this.
From?
I'm just some comedian said it somewhere, and I'm
Mm.
just bestowing. Is that the right word?
Bestowing.
Bestowing the knowledge that was given to me.
It's
To you
maraschino.
youngsters.
Yes, it's true. I'm a youngster.
Yeah, also, when you speak very fast on stage, it shows that you're stressed.
I am always stressed.
Really? You're still stressed?
I'm stressed right now.
You do 600. Really? You're stressed now?
I think I didn't realize
The drugs haven't kicked in yet.
I-
All right, we're going to have to wait a little.
I didn't realize how much anxiety. I didn't know I was anxious until like in my 30s. I thought that everybody was this way.
Anxiety. Define anxiety for you.
When you just said like, "Oh, I'm so kind," which I appreciate the word kind.
You're very kind.
I don't like being told like, "Oh, you're so nice." It's easy to be nice. You want to be kind. But I get called like I'm a people pleaser a lot.
Yeah.
But to me, people pleasing, what I hear is like, "Oh, you want everyone to like you."
Mm-hmm.
Which is not the case. It's not about somebody liking me. I feel in my soul like there's like a, if I'm not being kind or I'm not
Mhm.
empathy, like it's like a violation. So it's not
Mm.
about like whether you like me or not is not it. But maybe it's like it's a religious upbringing where I'm like it's the wrong thing to do to not help or to not do something. If that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's not about people like they'll see it as people pleasing.
It's God pleasing.
I guess in a way.
It's
but
God, it's soul pleasing.
Yeah, but I know in my mind that God, I don't think if I die, God, I can't believe you didn't take a picture of that comedian on stage. I hope he doesn't say
He didn't
that.
feed his ego.
Exactly.
So that he can look how many people
Yeah,
like that
has
photo.
nothing to do with people pleasing. But like, so for example, yesterday I was taking the boomerangs, and then one guy, I was like in the bathroom or something, and I forgot to get one, and I was like, oh no, it was last week. I forgot to get one.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was like an out of towner. I don't know this person. They don't know anybody here, so it didn't matter. So I forgot. This freaking guy finds me on Instagram in my like, request, and he was like,
Yeah.
I'm the only person who didn't get one, and I was like, oh, that was the wrong thing to do. Like you have violated this thing, even though I owe this person nothing. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about him. So I was like, oh no, you've hurt this person because you weren't being alert.
You didn't hurt him. I'll share something with you. I was accused of this today. Men, we're not good at being empathetic as much as women.
Yes.
Empathy is a social lubricant. Men are. I know. Listen. I
Use a
know
different
words
word.
But men, we're like, no. It's just. I want this. There's
Yeah.
no.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Probably nature, survival. We can't look at a dead goat and go, "Oh man, we're hurting." No, we gotta feed. Men are hunters, and you gotta kill to feed the baby.
Oh, but that's such small-minded thinking.
Yeah, you think?
It's very, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people.
Here's the thing. We're capable of showing empathy,
Yeah.
but our initial reaction will always be straight to the point, no kindness, a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Always.
Because
Our
you're
fir-
allowed to be that way.
Oh, no, women. You think it's because
Yeah,
women
yeah,
are
yeah.
not allowed to be that way?
Yeah.
Or are they just the fact that they create life and they have to be empathetic?
Men are encouraged like from a young age to be direct, whatever.
Yeah.
So like that's your survival skill.
Okay.
When they talk about like hunters gatherers, but women, like I know the only way to survive is to be nice, is to be this way. If
Mhm.
I'm at a bus stop and someone is like accosting me,
Yeah.
men will either be like and they'll like get up front, or they'll just kind of walk away, whatever. But for me, I'm like, if I walk away, this guy might follow me and get even more upset, or I have to engage him in like a please leave me alone
Is
kind
it
of
the
way.
same system of decision making in fight or flight and
Yeah.
just regular fight or flight? I get it, where you have to use your superpower, like hey, you have to, because you're not as strong as the perpetrator, so you have to be kind and play, to survive. But in just a regular, hey, you didn't text me, you didn't
Yeah.
tag me. It's the same decision,
Loop.
logical, the same loop, really.
For me,
Wow.
but that's what I'm saying. It's
that's
always
terrible.
in my
You'll never
mind.
feel good.
Yeah, this is the base. But it comes and goes. Like, did Joel tell you one day we were driving to Brass Store, and we were next to Marianopolis, and there was a girl whose car was stalled by Marianopolis, and I
Mhm.
saw it, and I saw everybody, and we barely passed her, and I can see her in her car. She was so defeated, and she was on the phone. She's like, ugh, and whatever it was. And I don't know why, but as we passed her, I knew, I was like, if we don't help this girl, I'm going to think about her all week. And I've seen other people on the side of the road, and I haven't helped, but I was
Yeah.
like, we got to go back. So we looped back, and Joel, man that he is, did not know what to do. So he's like, I can't, he's like, I can't help at all.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just going
under
to stay.
30. You can't expect him.
That's
to,
right. We had to boost the car.
That's it?
So I went in.
You know how to boost the
I
car?
knew how to boost the car. I was like, Joel, you just stay here and you look pretty.
You
And, and that's what he did. He smiled. So we boosted her
So
car.
funny. Wait,
And then,
yeah, keep talking. I just want to check the levels. Yeah.
yeah, sure. And then I think we went to Brass, and they're like, oh, like, what'd you do? And, we were talking about boosting the car. And, of course, I really like, you want to throw such a nice person. But it wasn't about that. I was like, no, I don't know what it was, but I would have thought about that girl for all time. And there was not fight or flight. It was not this. I just think in my mind, what was going through my mind was that we had the means, we had the time, we weren't going to be late. This girl was by herself. If it had been me, I would have wanted someone to help me. I've been at a place where your car didn't start before I learned how to boost a car. So all of these things play, but I couldn't tell you when that feeling will kick in, because maybe an hour later we would have run into somebody else on the street, and I'm like,
Well,
let him
listen,
call CAA
they-
and figure it out.
If you believe in cosmic energy or whatever, maybe that feeling. Why did you get that feeling? Maybe there was a reason why you got that
Ooh.
feeling.
Maybe there was a reason, like Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Okay.
You still believe in Jesus?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, historically, we should all. He was
I
a
think
person.
As a person
Satanist? Oh.
who was invited, invented. Sorry, as a character
Yeah.
who was invented.
Yeah.
Pretty cool character.
But he wasn't a character. He is
but
a historical person.
If you imagine, because we don't know, there's no proof, DNA proof that he existed. You have faith. You believe that he was real and he existed,
Oh.
right?
Sure.
No, you're a Christian. You believe he's the Son of God and God, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So as a character, if you look at books, right? Because we
Yeah.
only have books related to that person. If this human or whatever, this character in a story, he had to be invented, right?
Okay.
The fact that he was invented, for me, that's pretty cool. The fact that someone sat down and
Oh, I
invented
see.
a character was able to do so many things and say so
Yeah.
many smart things.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's more divine than the
Than
actual
a person. Right. I guess so. There's a theater to heroes, if that makes sense. Do you get it?
Please develop.
Like Trevor Noah, who's your favorite person in the world?
Mm.
Or no,
He's very cute.
he's
I'll
just
give
a
him
guy. Or I think I was listening to a podcast with him where he had said there's a conspiracy in South Africa
Yeah.
that the government didn't want whoever was going to be in power when Nelson Mandela became the president or prime minister. So while he was in jail, they sent media trainers or whatever to make him very astute and very perfect. So that
he had
when
a soft launch. I heard Chris.
exactly.
He had a soft launch. All right, let's clean you
So
up.
it's the theater. It's we have to believe these things about these people.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it wasn't one person who decided to invent Jesus. Not that I
Yeah.
think he was invented, but you need enough people to do enough nice things to be let's centralize this into one character.
But even the idea of okay, let's take all the good things and put them into one.
Yeah. But that's not new. That everybody has that. Yeah.
But the idea it's genius, and also he didn't do anything wrong.
That we know of.
you know Jesus more than me. Is there this is where he slipped up? Did he show humanity ever?
I think it's curious that we don't know anything about his adolescence or his 20s. They're just he was I think about
How do you
that.
think he met Mary
I
Magdalene?
think about that all the time. I was
He was
like,
a
you're telling me
teenager.
teenage Jesus wasn't
Because he's
jacking off
supposed to be
somewhere?
human, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
Very
human.
human things.
You think he made a girl uncomfortable in a club?
But there's
He's like, hey. He's like,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
he's I'm being really kind to
Joshua.
these hoes.
That's Joshua. That's Jesus' real name. You know.
Joshua?
Joshua, right?
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
different
Isn't it crazy? They don't even
He-
say his real name.
I don't say his name.
Why?
We say Jesus.
Mm.
What, instead of Joshua
Is it? Yeah, it's Yeshua, Joshua.
or Yahweh or all these
No,
little things
Yahweh
that we say
is the name of God.
so that we
in
don't
Hebrew.
say certain letters, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, that's the Jesus' name. That's God's name in Hebrew.
Okay,
Yeah.
you would know.
I think it's Josh, right? I think it's Joshua.
When I pray, I'm like, dear Josh, thank you so much for.
Dear Joshua Shapiro.
That's such a college rapist name. Josh
Joshua?
is the worst.
No, it's a beautiful name. Seriously.
Josh.
His name that I
But I
read.
bet you.
Sorry?
But I bet that's true.
But you know what I find sad? I asked ChatGPT a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, what's your opinion? Give me the breakdown of every religion's opinion on fart jokes that I consider to be, that's a God-given laugh.
Yeah.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
It's a God, like, it could have just come out that doesn't need to make a sound, and yet again, it makes a sound and it makes everybody laugh.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's every religion's opinion on fart jokes? And the only religion that was like, nah, fart jokes are cool. Guess which religion it was?
Christianity.
No,
Damn.
no, it was Judaism.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it disrespectful in Christianity to laugh at a fart
it's
joke?
either frowned upon or it's a sin.
Who said that?
ChatGPT. I asked
ChatGPT doesn't know. It's not
a
a real person.
I talked about it on the last podcast. Sorry, guys, if I'm repeating. But I saw a sheikh, and now there's like a, you know how you have influencers.
Yeah.
There's also influencer sheikhs,
Yeah.
which is hilarious, because they get, like, you can ask them questions on Instagram.
Yeah.
90% of the questions like, hey, how come the prophet had a 9-year-old wife? He's like,
Yeah. A lot of child brides.
So one of them asked, like, hey, what's the religion's opinion on fart jokes? He said, no, it's a sin. You shouldn't.
The
do
influencer
such a,
said that.
The influencer. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, let's see what other. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm converting to Judaism. My religion is comedy. I want to make people laugh. I truly believe, if you make people laugh, if heaven
It's
exists,
sacred.
if
Yeah.
heaven exists, comedians
Yeah.
must get, like, all right, this guy made a fool of himself for 40 years.
At what cost?
To make people
This
laugh.
is where that's what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
At what cost, Amer? If a comedian
Yes.
was good
Yes.
and his only following was like neo-Nazis,
Mhm.
you would still be like, that guy's a good guy.
Laughter for me is a tool. It's like words, right?
Yeah.
You can use words
I
to.
want to be a lady.
It's a sin. You're gonna burn in hell. You
Continue.
heathen. No, it's a language.
Mm-hmm.
We speak comedy, right?
Mhm.
So you can use comedy for good, or you can use comedy for bad. That's a sign that I'm right.
I was
Okay.
the opposite.
You can. It's like language. You can use the English words to make someone feel good, or you can use the English language to make someone feel bad. So if comedy is a language, if he's using it to make, to belittle people,
Yeah.
you can't have. You're not creating. But he's allowed to do it. Is that what you're asking me? Is he allowed to do
Not
it?
he's allowed. I guess it's like, as you and I always talk about this, about, I don't know, quite cancel culture, but because you feel very strongly that, like, if it's funny enough, anybody can make any joke if
Of
it's funny
course.
enough.
Yeah, and
You
you
really
should feel
believe
the
that.
same.
I will not.
Joanna.
Don't mansplain my feelings to me. I will not be told to feel the same.
You
I
should- I hate that. I had a fight with my girlfriend over that word. We'll get
About
to that.
mansplaining?
Yeah,
I was trying to write a joke about the difference between explaining and mansplaining.
mansplaining is right.
Oh yeah, thanks so much. Now I understand the joke and the word.
Thank you. As a comedian, right?
Yeah.
You're a comedian. You
Yeah.
go on stage. You say things. You say some edgy things.
Mm.
You express things about your life that somebody can find offensive. You think they have the right to tell you what you can and you can't say?
No,
Okay.
it's not that. It's more the I can't explain it. It's the same thing of like what you want to build. That's what I mean with like a comedian. Like
Okay.
you and I both know, I don't know, comedians or people who
Yeah.
are like, why do people find this person funny? But if they're like, I'm a comic, I'm a whatever, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, is what you do comedy, or are you just kind of an asshole?
Can you give me an example? We can censor the name.
Yeah, Joel Slavic. No, I'm joking. Sucks.
Resident hot neo-Nazi.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't
The
know.
white angel. as
I'm
we
trying
call
to think
him.
about a name, but like, okay, no, we work with Sid Kular,
Mm.
who's quite particular about like the kinds of jokes made in his club,
Yeah.
right? He's like, this is not the place if you're like an incel, if you're this, because he doesn't want people to complain. Let's say a given incel-y comic is like, this is my art.
Yeah.
I'm making an edgy joke, but
Mhm.
Sid's perception anyway
Yeah.
is like your job is to entertain as well,
Mhm.
so you can't be doing both of these things.
Okay, well, here's a club, any club.
Yeah.
We say Sid because we work a lot with him, but any club, their goal, like, we offer a space for audience members to laugh.
Yeah,
This is, you pay me money,
Yeah.
we give you laughter.
yeah,
You laugh. you book comedians that will give people laughter.
Right.
If the comedian on stage is not providing laughter to the audience, he will not book him. That doesn't mean that the comedian is not allowed to book his own show,
Sorry.
hire his own room, and make jokes.
No. That's not the point. I'm talking about the nature of the joke, right? Because I
Yes.
think those people, any
Yeah.
person who is not being booked at a certain room,
Mhm.
I think their defense is like, I'm an artist,
Mhm.
and you just don't get my art.
100% he's an artist.
Okay.
But go have your space where you can say
Yeah.
these things.
Build that room.
A comedian is not just floating in space
Yeah.
like a free neutron.
Yeah.
You're a comedian. You're working with a club, with a venue, with the humans. There's a lot of aspects that go through it. But again, if you want to truly express yourself the way you do,
Mm-hmm.
book your own show,
Mm-hmm.
get your own audience members, and make people laugh.
But what I mean to so because this thing is like
They are an
people
artist.
saying what you can and can't say. You know Neil Brennan, obviously.
Neil Brennan, yeah.
Neil Brennan, who wrote for the Chappelle Show,
Yeah.
and who wrote, I'm sure, wonderful sketches. But Neil Brennan couldn't do those sketches. It had to come from Dave Chappelle because
Mhm.
that joke.
Well, he's a writer.
Yeah, but
He imagined that story.
that writing
And
couldn't
then
come from
he-
him
Sorry.
because that joke.
that writing couldn't. What do you mean?
as in, like that joke, whatever
Yeah.
joke he wrote, whatever sketch wouldn't land if it
Yeah.
came from Neil Brennan's mouth and face.
It's
it
okay.
had to
But
come
he's
from-
writers. That's all they do is that they create.
But he's also a comic. He wouldn't
He-
make the same jokes that. That's what I'm saying. There's no joke that I think is off limits, but I do think I'm with you. Like if people laugh,
Yeah.
then fine.
I'm the perfect example of if people laugh, you can get away with so many.
Why are you the
things.
perfect example?
Because I say horrible.
The
things.
N word.
No,
He doesn't.
no. Look at everyone around you who is at my level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clearly the dirtiest comic among them. The things I say, the subjects I talk about.
Yeah.
I'm good at like staying on the line.
Yeah.
But I get away with so much. Why? Because I get laughter.
No, because you're in your lines. You don't say the N word on
I'll say-
stage.
no,
That's
if-
outside
but
of your
If I
line.
had a great N-word joke, I would definitely say it.
No, you would not.
Of course I would.
Why?
Because it's a great joke.
What joke? What joke would necessitate that word from you?
I don't.
It's.
I don't. I wish I did.
Does this need to be
As
said?
a comedian.
Yeah.
As a comedian who's black. As a black comedian. I would love to write. I would love to. Of course, I don't sit and ponder. Like,
Okay, so let's do this then.
My life, there's no.
You believe
N-words
in
my life.
voices,
Sorry.
like someone's like comedic voice.
Yes.
So maybe that's a better thing. It's like your jokes are great.
Yeah.
When you deliver your jokes, they're great.
Mhm.
If I read your set
Yes.
and let's say I mirrored your physical energy,
Yeah.
those jokes wouldn't land. That's not my voice.
That's God's blessing to me is that I can do.
Well, no, but
You're
because
a fantastic writer.
it's your.
You're a fantastic
say
writer,
that?
Joanne.
Thank
The
you.
way you use words, your prose, whatever the word is,
Yeah,
It's
that's
beautiful.
really sweet.
right? You're so likable.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I like this little girl.
Ugh.
It's like the child in you is on stage, like, oh, yeah.
Not the flex you think it is, but thanks.
Sorry.
That's not the compliment you think it is, but it's fine.
Really?
I don't. Again, it's the same thing with people pleaser.
But don't you find it's the child when you're on stage? It's the child in you that
Sure,
comes on
sure.
stage.
On stage, I would need to be likable. Again, this is a woman
No, but
man thing.
I'm 9 years old when I'm on stage. When I'm really having fun, I'm a child. I say there's no censorship.
It's true.
Every
All the
thought
kids
is-
I babysit are like, you know about 9/11? I'm like, oh
Yes.
yeah, you silly boy.
there's no like I'm like a little Dennis the Menace or like
yeah.
I'm a little like I'm like Eminem. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna say what you know what I mean. That's nice.
I think so. Here's okay. Maybe this is my thing. I think my pet peeve
Yes.
is a comedian who has a joke that they think is like incredible, and maybe it is incredible. But I'm like, I don't like this joke from you for whatever
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
And then instead of being like, okay, how do I change it? They'll be like, this audience and that person is too sensitive.
Yeah,
They're
but-
to this. And
yeah.
I'm like, no, maybe you're the one that has to adjust.
Two things. A, there might be true. That's why we have to do so many sets
Sure.
and test the joke in front of so many audience to get to the point where we want. Also, you're talking about comics who've been doing it for 6 months, who have these.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could know because we're talking about the Tony Hinchcliffe thing, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
that's
so
how
let's recap
that's
the story.
how it
So
came
the
up.
story started. How did the Joanna get
Here's
on
the
the
thing.
podcast? She brought up a
Tony
very interesting
Hin-
subject.
I think that Tony Hinchcliffe's Trump thing was not in the context of a comedy club. And
Mhm.
you said, but they hired him as a comedian
Yes.
to do a set.
Yeah.
Which it's true, I guess.
Yeah.
Fundamentally is true. No, I don't. It's not fundamental. I don't believe that. I don't think so. I think that the right wing people
Yes.
knew what they were doing, because I will say that there are dumb audiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, sorry. Let me verse this, okay? I believe what you're saying are jokes
Yes.
on the stage or whatever.
Yeah.
If you met somebody who saw you in the crowd on the street, or like, hey, I loved your set, or whatever, like, oh, great. And if they were like, hey, I also, like, I know you say, like, I love Jews, I love whatever.
Maybe.
But if they were like, I know what you mean, and I'm like an incel, I'm like, you and I get, wouldn't you be like, no, you didn't get what I meant? I don't know why you laughed there, but like, if someone took your jokes
Yeah.
that we know are jokes, but instead took them like more seriously
Yeah.
and was like,
But
yeah.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
But wouldn't you tell that person like they've misunderstood you?
Yeah, but if he's like,
Right.
no, I'm like, all right, well, I learned this from Bill Burr, and as the older I get, the more it makes sense. Whatever you say,
Yeah.
once you say it, it's
Yeah.
out of your control. It goes through people's, like, they have input is what I said, and they have a box where it goes through their brain, their IQ, their capability to.
From a stage.
No, anywhere in life, you will say something, bleh, and once it leaves your mouth,
That's it.
you have no more control over it, because it goes through their brain, their childhood, their
Yeah.
their PTSD, how they feel that day, their hormone levels that day, and then how they decide to deal with it is you cannot control how people take what you say. You can try to be as funny or as yourself as possible and hope for the best. That's it.
That's
Why it's very poisonous to society to control
speech.
what people to control speech.
Yeah. But it's
Because
not
who
it's
dic-
but
who
it's not
dictates?
speech. I think for me it's the responsibility thing. I'm hyper responsible,
Mhm.
right? But not in a censoring way. Not anymore. Actually, for what I think, being in comedy has helped me with that a lot and helped me adapt
Mhm.
that more, where it's like, this is not what I meant. So if that's what you like, I can only say like, that's not what I meant.
Mhm.
And if they're either gonna believe me or not
and you
believe
gotta
me.
like, hey, it's you can't be responsible. Not everybody is your child, and you have to raise them.
Yeah. I think the Tony Hinchcliffe thing bothered me, because it's like, you are going into a space with people who actually, like, you know that these people actually believe these things.
That's
So
not
what
true.
you're saying as
That's
a
not
joke,
true.
you don't think so?
No,
Why?
because I don't think right-wing people are dumb and racist.
Not all of them.
There's an equal percentage of dumb and racist people on the left side as much as on the right side.
Sure.
I don't
I'll give
believe
that
that
to you.
one side is better than the other. I think it's just the way racism comes out
Yeah.
is different from each group.
But
and on the right side, it's more classical racism. It's like a classical.
Overt.
You know,
Yeah.
No.
Chef's kiss.
Like blacks shouldn't the Jews control the media.
Yes.
But on the
Yes.
left side is
Insidious.
It's still racism.
Mhm.
Like does every Zionist in Israel shouldn't exist and and like what you didn't use the right gender, like it's still racism.
It's
but
it's
like different.
retaliatory.
It's different. It's like a new age racism.
Yeah.
They reinvented racism and made it their own.
Yeah.
So and then it's equally the percentage is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, I
yeah,
guess
of course.
agree to disagree, because I think that the right. No, sorry, I don't. I think that there are racist 50 whatever
Yeah,
on
same
either.
percentage. Yeah.
Fine people on both sides. Just kidding. Anyone who's watching that, but I think that the problem there, it's like, I almost wouldn't have cared if Tony Hinchcliffe had done that same thing in the Democratic Party. So were the
You
Democrats?
would have not cared.
I would have not cared, because I think within the Democrats, like their platform wasn't running on that. That
On what do you mean?
like on these like just these like dumb racist stereotypes, right?
Mhm.
I would say like a more, we're talking about extremists on either ends. So let's say Tony Hinchcliffe had come to a Democratic rally
Yeah.
and had done those jokes.
Yeah.
The far left would have been like, you're racist, you're this, and I'd have been like, no, he was making a joke. That's how I would have felt, which is hypocritical. But I think that when he goes on the right and he does it, because
Mhm.
their platform was like immigrants, this, that, or when
Mhm.
he did it, they're like, hey, he's on our team. It's not a joke to them. And to me, the responsibility for Tony Hinchcliffe is like, you know that going in, this whole platform has
Yeah.
been running on what you consider jokes as though they're real. So when you do it, you are like fueling
But what he
fires
said
there.
were clearly jokes.
For us,
Clearly jokes.
they were,
He called Puerto Rico an island of garbage.
yes.
That's it. Is it an island of garbage?
No.
So is it a joke?
For sure.
That's it.
But I wouldn't. Like I'm saying, I wouldn't make that. I mean, I always go back to like a KKK joke, right? Like we're not there. I'm not. I can be with my black friends and make a black joke about
No.
like whatever, what have you, any stereotype, jail,
Mhm.
robbing, etc. But if I were to say that with a bunch of neo Nazis and they would laugh, I'd be like, you and
Yeah.
I are coming from different places because you're laughing because you believe it to be true,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're laughing like, but it's not a joke to you.
But he
I know that
called-
they don't think
but in the
it's a
sense that
garbage
it's-
island.
It's
But-
on paper.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
but it's
'cause
not on paper.
It's an exaggeration.
Yeah,
It's a pure joke. It's an exaggeration.
yeah,
Also, personally, as a person who lives on Earth, the fact that he brought up the attention that there's an island of garbage
yeah.
in the world, he kind of did the world a good thing. So many people don't know that there's an island made
A garbage
of
island.
garbage
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
polluting the world we live in, ruining
I would
sea
never.
life.
I would never want to leave. Like to your point about
Yeah.
comedy being like sacred and wonderful, and if there's an afterlife and all this kind of stuff.
Or it could be just fart jokes.
Yeah, but I think the worst thing for me at a comedy show is if I like hurt somebody. So Rob McElhenney, who wrote
that?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the
Mhm.
longest running sitcom, whom I
Yeah.
love dearly, was talking about like cancel culture. And he like, if you do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
No.
you especially would love that show because they always double down on
Yeah.
whatever the politics.
Is
There's a
it-
couple scenes
Is it
that
related to the movie Philadelphia where Tom
No, no,
Hanks
no.
has AIDS?
No. No, but I'm sure they covered it in
Okay.
one episode.
So it's always sunny in Philadelphia, but not for Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Is that the premise of the show?
That's the tagline.
We don't have AIDS.
Bracket.
We don't have AIDS.
It's great.
We don't have AIDS. We don't have AIDS.
He-
We don't have AIDS.
Is that the theme song for that thing?
Yeah, that's the theme of It's Always Sunny in
That's Tom
Philadelphia.
Hanks' no.
We're not Tom Hanks.
He
we don't
said
have AIDS.
people who complain about cancel culture.
Yeah.
He's like, to me, that just means you're a writer,
Yeah.
and you probably always have been.
No one complains about. I'm not complaining.
No,
about
no, no.
cancel
I know, and
culture.
you're not. I'm just talking about like
Yeah.
people like, oh, freedom of speech, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if I have a cancer joke in my set, he's
Yeah.
not a comedian, right? And then he's like, and then before the set, I happen to run into somebody who's like, hey, my mom just died this morning, of whatever, whatever. And he's like, and I, out of my own volition, I'm like, I think I'm not gonna make that joke.
Okay.
Today I'm not gonna make it, right? Yeah,
That's
which is
fine.
well within your
Yeah.
thing. But there are certain kinds of people who I think will see that, like that thinking empathy,
Yeah.
and will be like, because you're a dude. Like you should be
Right.
able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, and
I
that's
have a new joke I'm
Oh my
working
God.
on.
about
As you know, I open with a lot of my sets. I open it with saying that
The
comedians
AIDS
are
theme
retarded.
song.
I
That's
say
the
comedians
word
are
I
retarded,
miss the
right?
most, the R word.
They're retarded, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
So I open my set by saying the comedians are retarded, and I'm trying to write a joke where, in my experience, I've been doing comedy enough that at the end of the show, usually two type of people will come. There's a type that'll come to me and said, "Hey, you shouldn't have said the word retarded."
Yeah.
And the other type that come to me and they're like, "Hey, you have to say the word retarded." And in my experience, they're both retarded because why am I? I'm not gonna listen to anything you say.
Sure.
It's my joke. I'll say if I want to say it, I'll say it. Like why?
But these are like
anybody who's-
this is
who's
virtue
like,
signaling on
"Meh,"
either
on
side.
both sides.
Yeah.
You're retarded. Get
Yeah.
out of my life. Why do you care? Are you retarded? Like
Yeah.
why are you?
Yeah. I don't think the average person is like that. Like
No, of course not. The average person is worrying about paying their bills or raising their kids.
right.
When you have so much, when you're young,
Yeah.
when you're young and you have nothing really, you just have school
Yeah.
and you're like, I have so much free time to have opinions.
Yeah.
Or when you're old and lonely and no one is in your life, then you start developing the same kind of.
Yeah. I guess, but okay, we're saying the same thing in so many words. As in, like, I don't think that there are some things that a person should or shouldn't say. I'm
Yeah.
saying that on paper.
Yeah.
But fair enough. If there was an incredible N-word joke
Mm-hmm.
and you said it,
Yeah.
maybe I would just have to hear the joke and be like, oh yeah, that's really. I don't think that would happen. But there are a lot of things that I wouldn't do. One of my favorite segments on late night is Seth Meyers has a thing called Joke Seth Can't Tell.
Mm-hmm.
And he reads the premise, and then
Mhm.
he has a black writer and a lesbian writer, and they read the punchline.
Yeah. But
And
you
then at the-
understand, that's just white people getting away with saying the N-word.
Well, they don't.
No, but like he still thought it.
No, he did it. It's them who thought it. That's the whole point.
Eh.
They maybe,
Eh.
maybe.
It's like Neil
sure.
Brennan. He thought about the
Yeah.
racist scenario.
But optics are
But he's like,
everything.
oh, let's just let black people do it.
Yeah.
The fun is thinking it.
Yeah.
You thought about these. Like, okay, right now, here's a premise. I should start doing this about like a
Hit me.
premise for a new joke. And if you have a premise of a new joke you're working on, so here's a premise of a new joke I'm working on, where I say we're a bit harsh on when we judge people from the past. We're very harsh. We use today's morals to judge them, and I think that's unfair.
Sure.
Like, I saw a photo, and that's a true photo. I saw a photo where it was a black man, and he's like at the zoo. He's like a thing you can someone like
You better
black
tread
man
lightly.
from Africa, and you had like the photo. It was a photo, and they were wearing like Victorian dresses or whatever, or a drawing. I remember, and they're all still like, "Oh, look, a black man from Africa," and he's put in a cage like a zoo, like a zoo animal.
Okay.
And of course, if you do this now, it's a terrible thing.
If you
If
put
you
a black
go-
man in a cage,
you
if
go
you
s-
drew,
if you're white and you go see a black man in a cage in a zoo,
yes, that would
and
be
you
terrible.
pay and you pay a penny, it's horrible.
Correct.
It's terrible. But back then, these were kind of open-minded people. You understand? Like to get up,
Right,
get
that
dressed,
they were like,
to go
"Oh,
like,
yeah."
I want to. I've never seen a black man.
Yeah, they're like historians.
I'm gonna
They
go see-
were.
Racist people, they're like, I'm not gonna soil my eyes by looking at a black
Mm.
man. I'm gonna save that penny and fuck my sister. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? This is that was their. You had to be like open minded. I'm gonna go see a black man. I'm curious
Sure.
to see. So you can't judge them
By
on
our
current
standards.
morals, by our standards.
Yeah, you pay at least $1 today.
Yeah,
At least.
inflation's a bitch.
At
This is
One
Joanna's.
penny is crazy.
The only thing she like. You're right.
No. That's too cheap. I would do it. Yeah, it's
How
true.
much money is he getting? What's his cut?
Yeah.
The African man.
Can't be.
I don't even know if I'm still on camera.
I think about that. Oh no.
No,
You
you're
wanna go
good.
look?
You're good. Yeah. So
It's
that's a
true.
joke. I'm like, I wonder if I should go deep into this. I think I will. See if I
You
get
can only make that. It has to come from the right mind. You can only make that if you're like the ghost of a Victorian. Not joking. All those people who are like
it's a true. It's kind of true, don't you think? Challenge,
for sure.
Challenge this premise of mine. Let's see if you can. Your
If I can-
left-wing mind.
I am left wing.
Yeah.
I am more left than I am right for sure. You know what I hate is people are like I'm a centrist. No, you're not. Like
Oh, yeah, why?
we all.
Why?
There's no
Why
way.
do you want to? Yeah.
I think everybody falls right or left on it on any given issue. I never understood why even in politics there isn't just like a like in school, like you just get one of each. You get one green guy, one red guy, one blue guy, and just put them together.
Yeah.
And
And
you
who
do
should be in
that.
power?
It's got to be a team. It's got to be a team effort.
It's kind of a team. That's why we have a cabinet, and they fight and they argue.
No, they're not. It's all the money stuff. Like, and even now, I'm like, is there not an actual expert in a given field? That's what it should be like. I was like, if for this
No, you
season
don't
you're
want
the
this.
expert,
No,
why?
Because experts have no emotions and no empathy.
Oh yeah,
Understand?
but then there.
We have a shortage of food. All right, well, let's kill 500,000
Yeah.
people.
But this is the
Because accounting, you don't want accountants
You
to be
know-
running the country.
you know Plato's Republic.
Yes.
Okay, you know the big line is like who
Fuck kids.
who guard. Well, that's only part of it. But he says who guards the guardians will guard themselves, right? So you have to
Yeah.
instill the noble lie. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make people believe that they are inherently better than everybody else.
Better?
That's the noble lie. So
They're
you pick a bunch of people,
Yeah.
philosophers, and you tell them like that they're Superman. It's like you are actually inherently better than every other person. So that's why you can't be corrupt. So they believe it so deeply that they are better that they're like, I'm not going to cheat because I'm actually a better person than you guys. So when they're making decisions, it's that way.
Mhm.
So you instill in the noble lie, and then obviously the question is like, well, who watches the Guardians? The Guardians will watch themselves, and then the Guardians watch over the town because they're making decisions based on empathy, on what's best, on whatever, and they will
Mhm.
never steer, like they're never gonna be corrupt because they're Superman. This is the same. This is full circle back to Jesus, right? It's like we need to have this moral person
Yeah.
that we believe like can do no wrong and will do no wrong, but that only happens through a noble lie or a white lie.
But here's the problem with this is that
You want to and
what if you power corrupts and ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
but his theory was that the noble lie
Well,
wouldn't.
he was wrong.
Well, that's it. It's a theory.
He was completely wrong. That's what I like about democracy is that if you don't like someone, you can just vote him out.
No, I don't think democracy is the way either.
You don't think?
It's got to be a benevolent dictator. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
believe in like so that you need a benevolent dictator for all countries, because you can have a benevolent dictator in one country and democracy in another country. So we need one super mega power. So you believe
That's
in
kind of
one
what
world
we're
order.
now. No, it's not that. I mean, I just think that like you can't. If I think about us as like kids or things like that, it's like when these things happen, when all the democracies come, like, but I think this, but I think that, but what about this, and what about all
Yeah.
capitalism? It's because we have so many voices and so much money, and so many voices like mean more than others. But at some point, like, it's got to be a person or a group like that's going to be like, it's just going to have to be this way. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and then you can get somebody else in. But like all of these things are too much. It's the same thing with like
Say that again. Say that again.
like with all the different voices, we end up being wrong anyway.
Yeah.
But when it's democracy, it's like, I don't know. I did liberal arts, right? So there's this thing where it's like, I don't know why one person's opinion should mean more than another.
But it doesn't. In democracy, you're elected by the people, and you represent the
Or
people.
volume. So same thing, Plato
Yeah.
Republic or Socrates. He's like, what power do the few have over the many? Why is it that way? Why
But
is it
they
that
don't-
because
I don't live my life thinking politicians have power over me. I elected you. You work for me.
Mhm.
Your job is to represent the opinion of the people. If the opinion of the people, let's say, for
but
sometimes
it's not the
it
people.
goes through cycles.
It's the majority of people.
Yeah.
So
of
that-
course.
but that's
democracy.
But that's what he's saying. Why is that? Why is that a better thing? Why
Mm.
should the opinion of the many outweigh
Mhm.
the opinion of the few? Just because you've decided,
Yeah.
and then your person gets in charge, and now
Because
that person's in charge of me that I
we
didn't
believe
decide.
in equality.
But
we
that's
be-
not equality.
But we believe every man is created equal. My vote is equal to a retarded man's vote,
Right.
right?
Which arguably shouldn't be the case,
That
is what
is-
I'm saying.
But we decided as a society under God we're all equal, right?
Yeah.
So what can you do? If I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. I believe that's a noble pursuit that everybody is created equal. However, if you want people to be created equal, then you have to make sure everybody's educated. The thing is, the whole
Yes.
education system is made to make us workers, not to make us free
Yeah.
thinkers. So it is highly corrupt.
Right.
But there's no better thing right now in this world on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any other government that I'm like, it's a good government.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
It's got to be a.
I like Canada because, yes, we have a prime minister, but you can vote for 3-4 parties. We still have like 3-4
You're
5
the one
parties.
who has the green, right?
Yeah,
The Green Party should
Yeah.
occupy the seats.
they
that
should have at
do.
least one seat.
Yeah, that's right.
Just to annoy whoever's in power.
No, it's because he wanted to save the planet a little bit.
No, these people are retarded. They should never be in power. They're here to annoy.
One day, if they win, you got to look back at all of your
They'll
votes
never
and be
win.
like, "It was
They'll
me.
never
I
win.
did this."
People are selfish. People are selfish.
This is such a comic's heart. That's not true.
People are selfish.
No,
Of course they
they're
are.
not.
Of course.
A person is selfish, but people are not selfish.
Okay, but when you're in the booth, you're one person voting.
Yeah.
People, if I'm rich, I'll vote conservative to pay less taxes. If I'm poor, I'll vote liberal so I can get more money from the government. No one thinks about the future. No one,
Everybody-
except me, out of a joke.
Is it?
That's it.
That's such a bleak way to look at life. Do you think people can change?
In what way? They do change. Everybody changes. When you're young, you're liberal. When you're older, you're conservative. That's it. We all
But
change.
no, but are we always changing? Are you able to shed parts of yourself that you don't like and become new? And
Yeah, but it just takes a lot. I
But
did it.
but people
it,
can
It took
change.
me years
Yeah.
of pain and suffering and
Yeah.
depression and building myself up and becoming a human again.
That's it.
I had to die. I literally had to die.
You know
to
who else
fucking-
did that? Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. This is not a conversion podcast. Just coming out.
I know. I love Jesus. As I
I
said,
know.
As a
You have the
human
idea.
being, fantastic. I wish I was.
As nice as Jesus was.
I wish I was as nice as Jesus is. But here's the thing. Look what they did to Jesus. No, I don't want. Do I want to live that life?
Yeah, you
No,
do.
bitch.
That's
I'm
the
not
whole.
gonna turn the other cheek. I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
Listen, Two-Face Harvey Dent says, "Do you live long enough to become the villain or die the hero?" We
Mm.
die the hero.
He
That's-
died a hero.
We will die heroes
Why?
because you don't want to become the villain.
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
People already think I'm the villain now.
But that's okay. You have integrity. You know that you're not the villain.
Exactly.
So
So I
it's
don't care if
okay.
people think I'm the villain. I'll die a villain. I
It's
don't
not
care.
people thinking. It's actually becoming the villain.
That's.
You don't want to become a villain.
But again, is Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey Dent.
Yeah. Do you think that's what's happening to P Diddy
You know what always?
and Harvey Weinstein? They were beloved 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody won an Oscar. I want to thank Harvey Weinstein, women, men.
Were they beloved or were
everybody.
they feared? I think they were not
They
beloved.
kept their promises.
Yeah, but
They made great movies.
I guess so. It's true. That's every guy's thing
Yeah.
about rapists. Like, yeah, but he said he was going to do it. So, like, what's the problem? You're like, oh, yeah.
It's crazy how everything's coming out. Man, Hollywood is really.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
I hope the Epstein file gets. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy. When you have that much money, is it you or someone came up to me and they're like, "Did you?"
I did not bring up the Epstein
No,
list to you. I think I'm not gonna talk about Epstein.
It's just comics who are like. A comic told me, like, did you know that DiCaprio hires people to have sex in front of him? And I was like,
DiCaprio?
I said, you couldn't possibly know that. And like, yeah, I do. I read it. I was like, where did you read it? But they were sure. They're like, I'm telling you, this happens.
But what's wrong with that?
Well, this would, but I was like, who would want that? And then he was like, but I don't get it. Like, do you think that DiCaprio watches porn? And I was like, sure. And he's like, yeah, but when you're rich, it's like you're like putting on a play for yourself. Like, why would you want to do it? And I was like, wow, when you have that kind of money, I guess you're so living a different kind of life.
Oh, 100%. We have no idea.
Oh, that's so scary.
The comfort and the access
comfort vices
to what you have at that level. First of all, forget the perversions of like having people in front of you to rub one out. Forget that. Just the amount of women that must be thrown at him.
That must be thrown at him, or are throwing themselves at him?
Throwing themselves at him.
Oh yeah.
How if you don't have higher power
to stop you
to like, hey, just
no thanks.
This will ruin you. Like it's insane. It's impossible to stay human in
those kinds
when
of things.
everyone treating you like a god.
Mm.
It's very hard not to take yourself as a god.
Right. Ooh, deep. This is right around. Did you hear another comic say that, or is this like your comment? That's right, you. If you get treated like a god, it's hard. But this is what I'm talking about: benevolent dictators. If you get treated like a god, then you gotta have the wherewithal to know, like.
But no human is capable. That's why AI is gonna take over.
No, that's not true.
No. There's not a single human who's able to control. That's human makes someone who err. To err is to human. Who said this?
To err is to human.
To err. To err.
To err is to human.
To err is to human, right?
Yeah.
Right? To err is to human.
I think Socrates said that.
So how can I expect humans not to be human?
But no, there's certain.
Like some people are like, oh, did you hear what these soldiers did, or these that's completely human. There's nothing that's happening right now in the world that I go, this is not human, except AI. AI is the only thing I'm like, this
that
is
human? Oh, that is not human.
I love AI. People who know, for me, AI is my first slave.
Why?
I never had a slave.
Okay.
And I have a slave.
Didn't you watch iRobot? You know how this ends, huh?
Ah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll kill myself. I have control over my life. It's okay.
We learn nothing from iRobot. We learn nothing from
they're
Jurassic
gonna be
Park.
like, okay, he's using me to create posters
No.
and find the SEO terms for his. Like I use it's a great slave.
Sure.
It's a great slave.
For
it's your
now.
first slave.
I don't want.
Imagine.
I'm those people who are costing the water bills because I say please and thank you to AI and
that's
Siri
just
and
annoying
Alexa.
People who are. It's gonna take over. And it's gonna find a solution to that problem. Don't worry about it.
To the please and thank yous?
No, to the water. The fact that every time you ask AI to do something, it costs this much.
Oh,
energy
sure.
and water. AI is gonna find a solution to this. You can't stop. You can't stop evolution. We're evolving.
Yeah.
As a species, we're evolving.
In the wrong ways.
Why is it in the wrong way? There's no right, wrong way.
We are evolving technologically before we are evolving morally, which I think is the wrong thing.
That always happens.
Well, yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Over the course of humanity, we invented the wheel before we invented the hug. That's just
gorgeous. All these bombs are dropping. All puns intended, because it's you.
Clip it, Gabe. Let's make a reel.
We invented the wheel before we invented the hug. That was so.
We the goal is everything is for survival. It's not. Can we agree that emotions are not real? Just to survive.
Are not real?
No, are not needed to survive. Empathy, to survive, just survive.
Yes.
It's not needed. Look at every Mad Max movie. There's no like, hey man, here's you're gonna die if you don't drink the water. I have this much water. No, I'm gonna keep. But
we've evolved. We are like the first AIs, kind of in a way, because the animal. And also, I don't know if I believe this either, because I feel like we are now learning that certain animals grieve and have and all that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. But I think that you're talking about survival of like plants and species that, to our knowledge, don't have souls, don't have or no, someone told me once the difference between animals and people are that animals don't have the concept of like they don't know about death. Like if they did, when you're taking cows, I was gonna say cows to like a slaughterhouse, the cows would fight back, but they don't. They just go.
No, because they found a way to kill them without them fighting back.
But I'm saying like
animals die all the time.
They die, but I'm saying like if there is no like pushback for.
Do you think that's what makes us have a soul?
Well, I think
it's the fact that I know I'm gonna die. I don't think about it at all.
No,
You
but
think about death?
not about death,
I'm
but
not aware of my death.
the idea of
I'm
like
aware of my farts and I'm constipated or I'm bloated.
You're
I'm aware of my pains.
you are aware that the life you have now
Yes.
is, for all intents, potentially is the only life you'll have.
I don't think so.
So you are aware. You believe in an afterlife.
Okay, well, again, this we talked about on the podcast. I believe if you look at nature, everything in nature, everything is recycled, right, or reused. We
Yeah.
all become so why would not the soil also why will not the soul be reused again?
Okay.
So let's say I die, whatever differentiates this from a dead body,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This thing just probably goes to the next. Here's the thing.
You think you're gonna know in the next?
100%. Whatever soul will gonna go somewhere else. Here's where religion comes in place. Religion's like, oh, if you lived a good life, like Buddhism, who believe in reincarnation. If you lived a good life, then you'll be a higher.
But what was your past
Me, it's
life?
like, no, just I don't know. How the fuck would I know?
But you okay? Wait, you currently don't know what your past life
No.
is,
And I don't know
but
what my
you
future
think,
life is.
but you think in your future life you are gonna remember this life?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That the soul is recycled.
Yes,
that spark,
yes.
That spark, that like,
Yes.
have you ever seen a dead body?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Who did you kill?
It was
No.
it was in my trunk. It was a whole thing. I don't talk about it. But anyway.
And I've seen her car. It's a
Yeah,
possibility.
it was the girl we helped by the side of the road with Joel. Okay. Continue.
The girl, you put it on her nipples and you
that-
kill her. Yeah.
That's not the right
So,
way.
I truly like that. Of course, if everything is reused in nature, nothing. Rien ne se perd, rien
But
se
you
crée.
don't. But your consciousness right now.
Yes.
This is what you know you have,
Yeah.
and you know that this season may be the only one you can remember.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
That's what I mean.
okay.
So I don't think animals know. As far as we know, like they
Mhm.
don't know that.
Mm.
They're just like out and about. So they're not like I better make the I better do anything, right? Like they're just like they are surviving.
Yeah.
So they don't give a anything else but their wolf pack, their whatever. But it's a
Mhm.
survival mode.
Yeah.
Animals eat it. But people,
Yeah.
when we were, let's say, like cavemen,
Mm-hmm.
like I think about that pretty often actually. Like when the first person died,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they were like, oh, I guess this guy's sleeping, or like we're just never gonna see him. And then until our brains start to develop and like, oh, I feel something, or like this person is not with us anymore, or the hunter gatherer. Like
I
at
think
what
they-
point?
For thousands of years, when someone died, they probably ate him.
Probably.
You're not gonna waste.
Sure, that's
meat
still
and bone,
survival.
make chicken broth or whatever. You're gonna make something.
Yeah,
out of
but
what
this
you
is
make.
also what you said about like men and empathy, which I find so funny because I think in time you learn the tribe is, even though it's survival, it's part of empathy. Like you realize like, oh, me on my own is not going to work. I need to
Yeah. to make it
connect
to- yeah.
to
but
a
I
tribe.
think this is the only strength we have over like to kill a I don't know, a buffalo.
Yeah.
Hey Joel,
Hey, bud.
we're talking about you.
Our tribe.
We're talking about you about how you're a neo-Nazi comedian.
But the hugs versus wheels thing. I think that now what we have the wherewithal, we should be more careful about
But
that.
we needed the wheel
Before
to
the
have
hug?
to have time for the hug.
Why?
It's again, it's a metaphor, but in the sense, if you're not worried about food,
Yeah.
about like I need to eat, you can like, okay, it's okay. We planted some grains. We're gonna be able to cook it and eat. You can take a moment to like, who am I?
Yeah.
What should I like? How can I
But
make this
we
human
have been
feel
in
better?
Who Am I for, I'll say like like more than
Yeah, and this is where
centuries.
all religions come from. Every religion is trying to tell you how you need to live your life.
not religions.
Yeah.
I think everybody, as soon as you feel something, as soon as you decide like I'm not gonna kill my baby or eat them, there was something, or when you made a whatever, I don't know who the first friend was in the world, but whenever that was made,
Yeah.
you knew more. Did you go to the Pompeii exhibit in Montreal when it was here?
No.
That like Pompeii, for all of you cultured listeners, you know that it's the town that was like frozen in time because the volcano, whatever.
Yeah. And there's two people hugging. Yeah.
And there's two people hugging. But more than that,
Yeah, but that was a
I
great time in humanity back then.
it's a golden age of rape, but pretty
Of rape?
terrible. Yeah, pretty terrible for all other things.
But
You missed it by this
no,
much.
No, the golden age is India 2025.
But you're
Let's be honest. All right, we just lost
India
6
felt
listeners.
racial the way you said it. But
I don't know. I've seen videos. I'm like, Jesus
hey
Christ,
Joel,
what's going
what's the
on?
golden age of rape? You have that in your journal, right? You've written it
Yesterday,
down.
high five.
Oh my God.
If you're a hustler,
Hey, I'm offended. Follow your dreams.
no, but during that time, it was like the goal literature and writing and thinking, right?
For all the men.
Yeah, of
But
course.
yes,
Yeah.
duh. But I'm saying that this Maslow's like hierarchy of needs thing, the idea of the wheel before the hug makes an assumption that I don't know if it's completely true, because it's like you can't. It's like saying like a homeless person like couldn't appreciate art. Why would they care about art? Because they want to survive. I'm like, but they can.
Well, are you basing that on the assumption that homeless people have all their mental faculties?
Even if they didn't,
Mhm.
I think it's like we haven't not invented.
Yeah,
like,
they can just before they die of hunger, they can, oh, that's a beautiful painting.
But I'm saying whatever. Sure.
And die, yeah.
Well, but that's important, right?
Mhm.
Whether it's friendship or whether
Empathy is extremely important. I'll give you an example of something about like what I love about my girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I like about her is that I was telling her that as a joke a few years ago when I was an engineer, I rented a homeless man's costume.
Oh my god!
And
I thought you were saying rented a homeless man. I was like, you
No,
might
no,
be
no.
a bad person.
I went to a costume shop, and I'm like, I want to rent like a comical homeless man's costume, and I found it hilarious that I paid like $120.
Yeah, I was like,
to
why don't you just
look
wear your
homeless.
regular clothes? Am I right?
And I found it like that. It's so stupid that I found it funny to spend money to look homeless.
Yeah.
Like it's stupid to dress homeless. And my girlfriend's like, well, that's mean of you, because what if a homeless person sees you dressed homeless? You're like, hey, what the hell, man? It's.
You're
I'm like,
culturally appropriating.
you're culturally appropriating. Like, you don't think that would hurt his feelings? I'm like, I don't think his feelings are as important to him as they are to you.
You don't think that? Okay.
Yeah. And she's like, well, it's still, you shouldn't have done this. It's mean.
It's
And it lacks empathy.
It's
that
if you
did
know
that.
better, you do better.
It lacks empathy.
Yes.
If you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
But I told her, like, but that's what makes it funny, is that I'm stupid.
Because you know better and you're doing
no,
worse.
No, I'm stupid. That's not, for me, you've seen me, I like to be stupid.
Mhm.
Stupid is funny for me.
But you don't like to be mean, which is a
No,
fine
I can be
line.
mean. I don't, about what you said earlier about, like, I don't like to be mean on stage.
Yeah.
But you never know if your joke is mean or not until you say it.
No, I think you do. I think some people, like, they have. Okay, so we know a comedian whose name I will not say, who who picked,
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you know his act, and a lot of his act is like picking on the audience in
Yeah.
a comical way.
Yeah.
So one day, it was a great crowd. It was a great show, and he was picking on, but the audience they were like vibing with each other. So when he went into his picking on people act, it didn't go well at all.
That's okay.
I think this upset him, so he
Okay.
started to double down.
Yeah.
And I've seen this act a million times, and I've laughed at it, but I could feel, I was like, oh, you're angry, and now your jokes are like I don't even think you're making jokes. I think you're just pissed, and the audience is feeling it too.
Yeah.
That to me, I was like, that was mean. And somebody had to go clean up after him. And when we were watching him, they said it. They're like, I've seen this act a million times, but today it's bothering me specifically because it is a comedy show. And it's like these people were having a good time. They came for a good time, even
Yeah.
if they were left for white or woke
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, he had a bad set.
But now you're being, but it's not a bad set like a bomb. It's like you were trying to hurt someone because you were feeling hurt on stage.
Listen, in
So you
this,
do know
in
when
this
you're being
human's, in this human's brain,
Yeah.
this works. So I'm gonna double down in hopes that I will push so much in this direction that the crowd will.
Come back.
It could be faulty
No,
thinking.
I think you're wrong.
It could be faulty thinking.
I think in that moment that person was, as any human was
Yeah.
feeling hurt and
Okay.
like hurt people.
So
and
he started hurting?
And they abandoned a set and was like, I'm gonna hurt you guys because you're hurting me by your
Okay.
reaction.
Okay.
So I do think that you know when you're being mean. I don't think that I don't feel like on stage you've ever been mean. I don't think Sugar Sammy is mean.
No.
He
Some people think he is. Here's the thing: is that of course some people think I'm mean.
but
some
I
people think he
feel
is
like
mean.
but I
I think sometimes some people think Joel is mean. I've heard people
That's because
complain
Joel
about Joel
is
that
a
are
basic
hilarious. He's-
and so
No, I told him because he's gorgeous.
truly because he's
He's the
gorgeous.
handsomest comedian in the
Joel,
city.
let me see your face really quickly.
God damn.
Uh,
Anybody
let's
who doesn't have a
say
crush on Joel Slavic,
6 on 10. I'm joking.
now we're saying you're gorgeous, and that's
Joel's saying you're
why.
gorgeous.
You remember I told you once I had a complaint that something was mean. Yeah, remember?
What
and it
was
was
it?
really stupid. Like it was
You
nothing.
look because you look like a jock. You actually look like all of our high
he's
school
gorgeous.
bullies.
He looks like if a girl wants him and he doesn't want her, anything he says will come out as mean. So you can't go by mean. Of course, he wasn't. I was 100% by your side. You know.
Can they hear that? I wasn't trying to.
No. He's a great. He's Muslim. He is. If anybody ever asks me like, "Hey, give me the benefits of becoming Muslim," I always say Joel Slavic.
Yeah.
This guy stopped banging around, stopped drinking.
Whoa, we are just putting your life on blast here, bud.
Is focusing, and holy moly, his career. He went jihad on his like sins, and holy macaroni.
Can I tell
his
you
life got so much better.
what I think is a funny story about Joel? Not really being assaulted, but not. But once Joel and I had food together, and I was driving him home, and my jeans were really tight, and I was like, Joel, I'm really sorry. I got to unbutton these jeans in the car. He's like, yeah, it's fine. And I unbuttoned them, and then Joel's like, okay, but if I did that, we would be all up in arms in your car. And I was like, you're right. But he didn't unbutton his jeans because he's not a rapist. But my point is,
wait, that what makes you a rapist?
yeah, don't.
Just unbuttoning
If
your
you're a guy,
jeans?
don't unbutton your jeans in a girl's car.
Ask permission.
Ask permission. That's what Louis C.K. did, and we love Louis C.K.
And we love Louis.
You
Peace
love
be
Louis
upon him.
C.K.
You don't like Louis C.K.?
Peace be upon him. No, I don't. I'm not a Louis. I like Louis C.K.'s jokes.
Yeah.
I think Louis C.K. as a person might be a little bit. I'm iffy on him. But
Okay. We were talking earlier about Leonardo DiCaprio and the level of fame he attained, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah, and how it corrected his mind.
yes,
Do you think
yes,
that if you take a human like Louis C.K.,
yes,
who has a thing he likes to whack off in front of people,
yes,
and you give him the level of fame that he is, the fact that the worst thing he did
that
was
we know
ask
of.
women, can I check?
That we know
Do you
of.
understand? Do you like the if that's it?
No,
You have
guys
Leonardo
don't-
DiCaprio having
guys
orgies
don't
with
know
50,
what it's
60
like.
women. But listen, he said what he did was wrong. He apologized.
He
right?
said that.
Yeah, of course. He's like, I shouldn't have done this. I made women feel uncomfortable. I shouldn't have done this. He wrote a whole apology. He's like, hey, yeah, listen, I
Did he
I
say-
should have thought better. And
Did
not-
he say I shouldn't have?
and
I'm
when he-
sorry, or
when
did he say I
he,
did do these things?
when even in his special, he's like, listen, if you wanna jack off in front of a woman, ask her, and if she says yes, ask her again, and if she says yes again,
Yeah, I saw.
still don't do it. You're a Christian. What's the word again for redemption? No, that's redemption. What's the word for
Yeah, I would say redemption.
redemption?
Yeah.
You especially Christians.
I don't think that Louis C.K. Actually feels bad. I think that's what it is.
You think he's not capable of feeling bad, or
No, I think for this thing, I don't think that he really feel like. I think that had he not been caught,
yeah?
like if he told, I don't know what the boys club is. I'm not in the boys club in that way, but I would hope that my friends who are guys, if
Yeah.
someone told you like, hey, I've been doing this, you specifically, I hope you'd be like, I know she said yes, but that feels like a gross thing to do. I don't think you should do that.
But should I judge other people's fetishes?
This is my problem with Luzik. I don't think that that's a fetish in the same way,
What do you mean?
because I am a girl and
Yeah.
I have been in, not in the comedy world, but I have been in similar situations, let's say, where guys have been overtly sexual
Mm-hmm.
in completely the wrong environment.
Okay,
A
yeah,
fetish,
that's wrong.
a fetish, but a fetish to me is like
Mhm.
you're in a bedroom, or at least you're with someone and you're both kind of flirting,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a little, maybe you cross the line. But to be in a hallway, in a whatever, in like all of these little things.
We don't know what happened, right?
No, well, they said.
Okay, I think I see what you mean in the sense that there's a time and a place to ask a woman, "Can I rub one out in front of you?"
If that's it.
And
Yeah.
there's a time and a place,
And there's a context to
there's
the
a
relationship
context
with the person.
with the relationship with the person.
That's what I'm saying.
Where there's already been flirtation. She's
Sure.
very receptive to your advances.
Sure.
And then you're like, hey,
So
can I-
him saying, I don't think that's a fetish. Or maybe it is in his
no,
bedroom.
it is clearly a fetish. That's his thing. It's
But
clearly a fetish.
you know they say sexual assault isn't about sex, it's about power. I think that's the problem.
Mhm. We agree that if there's the right context, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with rubbing one out in front of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with anything.
Yeah. So yeah, clearly he says that he did not.
Yeah.
He didn't open properly.
Yeah, but I'm saying, because there's a really good documentary that I recommend you seeing. It's called Sorry Not Sorry
I think I watched it.
with
And I
Mike
was-
Schur.
With who?
There's one of the women
There's
in
like
it.
the CBC documentary about Louis,
I don't know if it was on CBC. It could have been. But yeah, did you see it?
where they interview like a couple of the ladies he did this.
One
to.
of them, just
One.
Yeah, one girl for sure, and then one maybe they talked about afterwards. One main one, Jessica.
Well, they said he used to he rub one out on the phone.
Yes.
Is that
That one
documentary?
too.
I found it. It didn't. It was a useless. It
Really?
didn't do anything. I didn't feel pro Louis or anti Louis more at the end.
You know what was great in that documentary that I also think about
His
is
bits, because he put clips of his bits. I'm like, yo,
Those are the
these
best
are
part.
very good
no,
bits.
there was a guy in it who said, I think every person lives. He was seeing Louis C.K. post a thing, post all the. And the guy goes, I think everybody lives with a certain level of hypocrisy. And this is the amount I've allocated to myself. And I thought that was really well said.
And I don't understand that.
So he was like, I think he did it. I think he's a dirty guy. He's like, but I like his comedy, so I'm gonna buy a ticket to it. So it's one of those guys who I assume is like a feminist, whatever. But he said in his life, the hypocrisy is gonna be like, I'm all these things.
Yeah.
I love Louis C.K. But I think about that with myself too. It was like, yeah, what level of hypocrisy am I allowing? I know in my mind the things that.
Listen, again, I don't want to belittle what he did, but if I compare him to Bill Cosby
Epstein. Or yeah, sure.
or Epstein,
Yeah.
terrible humans.
Yeah.
Terrible humans. He made women uncomfortable,
Sure.
right? He didn't hurt them. He didn't fucking he didn't.
Yeah.
You don't have to imagine those dark thoughts. You know?
Yeah.
But he didn't do it. He's just like, hey, can I rub one out?
Yeah.
He's like, ew, no.
But again, I think it's a thing that if you're not a girl, you're just not gonna know.
I've 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I always imagine, because I have a sister, right? If I was his friend, I would have told him, dude, just get a prostitute. There's so many problems.
But that's
that
the
are
problem.
solved with
But he didn't
prostitution.
want that. That's why I think he's a bad guy. Because to me, if it's your fetish, there are places, there are women, and there are other women who he could have not even a prostitute. He could have gone to any place and been like, come into my bedroom, this is what I want to do. But that's not what you want to do. You specifically picked people that you had something over that. And that's why that's the whole thing with power.
That's the thing. I don't know if he had something over them.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
It
We'll
depends
never know.
on what it was.
Definitely, I don't know. I would still be his friend.
Yeah, I don't. But I don't think.
I
But
would
I
be
don't
like a
want
good
that.
friend. I'd be like, hey man. Yeah,
There has to be redemption arc.
As I said, his joke about ask a girl, if she says yes, ask again.
Say no.
I'm like, okay, you learned.
That's so funny. I totally feel the opposite.
You learned from
That
his lesson.
joke to me is a great joke, but I was like, that is proof to me. I'm like, your problem is just getting caught. So when I say that we know of, I think if God forbid 5 years from now we're like, actually, here's a couple of people that he did Epstein or whatever to.
Yeah.
Then what are you guys gonna say? Then you'll be like, well, now it's too much. Had I known this then, but it's like, why?
No, again, you can't judge past Amer on current morals.
Yeah, new
With the
information.
information I have now,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
acknowledges
Yeah.
no one got really hurt.
Right.
You agree?
Physically hurt?
Physically, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
He made women feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He should have known better. Clearly, there's something in his brains where he can't humanly bond properly with.
No, it's just I think it's
Again, there's nothing wrong with
it's
jacking off. You should have brought it up
it's
better.
certain kinds of people. I don't think you would do that.
No.
I don't think Joel, even though he's got the face of a college rapist,
Oh
would
my
do that. I don't think.
God, I would jack off in front
I
of Joel just right now.
Yeah, but that's because he's asking
How do you
for
think
it.
that's how we do?
Joel's out here with his crop tops and his short skirts. Oh my gosh!
We watch each other jack off so that no one.
This is poorly
Who's
timed.
the predator? We never know. We're both.
Oh my goodness!
If I'm jacking off in front of him and he's jacking off in front of me, who's the predator?
I have to use the bathroom so badly.
Yeah?
Do you see
Okay,
me,
how long have we been
wriggling?
recording?
It's been a little bit longer. 7:45.
7:45.
6:30.
Let's look.
What am I pressing?
Oh wait, don't press anything.
I'm sorry we ended on Jacking Off with Joel. Jacking Off with Joel is a great album cover.
All right, guys, listen.
I'm sorry, do you?
Joanna Silveraja needs to go pee.
I have
so
to tinkle.
This has been a very fun, great podcast. Thank you
I
so
had
much.
a great time. Please invite me over
That was
again.
I would love to.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Guys, catch Joanna. She performs literally on every single stage that ever existed in this city. She will be tagging us
Yes, that's
and-
right.
on stage and
Check
being
the
a very
stories.
kind woman. And if she doesn't tag you guys, if you're a comic listening, be kind when you approach her and tell her, hey, do you mind adding me? You have to
Please.
remember you're talking to another human being with different emotions, and I'm talking to myself as well right now
I thought you were like women, but
because, as I said,
hormonal women.
I've been accused of not showing empathy, being very direct and
You're very pathetic.
logical. Did you call me pathetic?
You're very empathetic.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Sometimes,
sorry.
sometimes I'm not.
You're empathetic to me.
It's
kind of.
it's a second. I have to, like, my first thought is always funny or logical, and my second thought is like, no emotions, blah blah
That's
blah,
okay.
gay. So
Gay.
guys, follow Joanna. Joanna, what's your Instagram again?
At JR Salvaraja.
At JR Silveraja. If I remember, I'll put it somewhere in the description. And that was very interesting. Thank you so much,
man.
Joanna.
Bye, dude. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Eugene. I love you. Thank you, Gabe. I love you. Bye, everybody. Bye.